receivers. They're all capable of having a big game. You never know which one will. So if one of them can step up alongside, Tripp and Jagger, we should roll.
Looking at Summit Academy, anybody on their team you feel like you need to slow down today?
They do a really good job at ISOing the Meredith kid at wide receiver. So we've got to slow him down. We can't let him get going because he can be a problem. And then their running game is really good too. So their running back, the Larson kid, if he gets downhill, so we've got to bottle him up and then just make sure we can lock up that ISO.
How's the health of your team coming into this game?
It's pretty good. We lost some guys early. We have bumps and bruises, guys battling through some things, but they're playing and they're battling through it.
And what 2 or 3 things have to happen today for your team to get the win?
We got to play with tempo. We got to play fast, get them a little scrambled. Number 2, we got to score in the red zone. We can't get in the red zone, have empty trips. We've got to punch them in there. And then we got to get off the field on big downs, 3rd and 4th downs. We got to get off the field on defense, and then we got to convert those on offense. I think if we can do those things, we should have it.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck today.
Okay, thanks, Robert. Appreciate it, man.
Once again, Coach Barkley Christensen of the San Juan Broncos here inside the Snow College pregame show as they get ready to drop the game ball via helicopter here. Dennis, let's get your thoughts on what Coach Christensen had to say.
Well, I liked his interview in that he seems to be saying all the right things. You come into this game, 4-time defending state champs. You've beaten this team nearly every time you've played them. You may have a tendency to maybe overlook them a little bit, but he's saying the right things about staying humble, staying focused. These kids are locked in. If that is the case, I think San Juan is going to be a heavily favored here. But that's what you want to do coming into this game. You can't take Summit Academy lightly. You need to stay locked in. And so I think he said the right things. He says these kids are in that mindset. If that's the case, they're in good shape.
Yeah. Grady Lacey is who's going to receive the ball on the T-Bird at midfield here as the helicopter gets ready to make the drop for the game ball as we get ready for the opening kickoff of day 2 of these semifinal games here at Southern Utah University. And we have San Juan Summit Academy followed by Kanab North Summit in 1A, then back to 2A with South Sevier South Summit, and the nightcap is a 1A game, Beaver and Duchesne. And Lacey makes the catch. Did we have a catch yesterday, Barrett?
I was going to ask if you ever seen anybody catch the ball out of the helicopter. Because not only is it dropping, but it's dropping with that propeller. It's dropping at an advanced rate of speed. I've never seen anybody catch one.
Grady Lacey's trying to tell Bo Yeoman, say throw it to me first. So there we go. San Juan did win the coin toss. They have elected to receive. No surprise there. This is an offense that wants the ball.
Well, that's also a chance for Summit Academy to stop them early and stop that momentum early.
Yes.
This is a huge first series then, maybe more so than other games.
Jagger Nieves and Mike and Keith will drop back to receive deep for San Juan as the Summit Academy Bears will bring out Noah Cruez as the kicker from Australia. That's what Coach Tim Brown told us. I think that's what he said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds right?
Yeah, he did say it's from Australia. He's going to have to teach him this is the wrong ball.
I guess.
This is an Australian ball. You can't use it?
They hadn't inspected that ball yet.
Oh, well, okay.
Now they say he's good to go. No deflate gate here.
Ooh.
Cruez set to kick it away for the Bears. Jogging kick. It's going to come back to Keith, and he's going to carry it into the end zone and take it out to the 20-yard line. So San Juan will have it on their own 20 to start today's ball game against Summit Academy here in this 2A semifinal. And it's a San Juan team that moves fast. And you heard Coach Barkley Christensen say they need to play with tempo and play their game. And they will go 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Duke to the left, Nieves to the left of Yeomans in the backfield. Shotgun formation. All the receivers are in tight. Make it a double twin set in tight. Yeomans takes a snap, hands to Nieves up the middle. Gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go for Jagger Nieves. A gain of a yard to the 21.
Good play. The defensive line completely stymied the offense. In fact, the young man that's being double-teamed is the one that gets in on that play, goes to his knees, strips the double team, and makes the play.
Yeomans with a hard count, and they've got Summit Academy to jump, so move it forward 5 yards to make it 2nd down and 4 for the Broncos.
And that's the same young man that made the play on the last one. So
he just wanted to make another one.
He wanted to get there before the double team got to him.
So first penalty of the game goes on the Bears. And move it out to the 26-yard line. Yeoman's in the gun. That same tight double twin set. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, has time, steps up in the pocket, going to throw down the middle, looking for Palmer, makes the catch in Summit Academy territory. He'll be brought down inside the 30-yard line as Yeomans connects with Trip Palmer before Zeke Gonzalez brings him down.
The chunk plays, like we talked about. I mean, they don't go for third and short just to get the first down. They go for broke.
45-yard gain on the pass to Palmer. First and 10 at the Summit Academy 29. Yeomans, quick pass to the right side. That's going to be caught, hit hard, making the catch on the far side. Let's see, is that Nash Young, I believe, that made the catch for a gain of 5.
Just a quick hitch pass. They had a double hitch on the outside, both receivers, and just picked the one that's the most open. You have to defend them deep. You can't come up and not defend them deep.
2nd and 5. Yeomans running the option. Keeps it himself as they went to the pitch man. Has some room on the inside. Gets wrapped up and brought down after he ran for a first down to the 17-yard line.
And you say this young man's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
He seems to have the poise the coach was talking about and making good decisions thus far.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's Duke to the left. Takes a snap, looking for Duke on the slant route. Off his hands, it'll fall incomplete. He took a shot across the middle as the ball skipped past.
Maybe a little hard. Goes right through his hands. Well thrown, but right through his hands.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 17-yard line in Bears territory. One of Coach Christensen's keys was scoring in the red zone. They can't get to the red zone and have empty trips. Yeomans, another quick pass to the right side. Caught by Young. Spins out, and he'll be brought down by Gonzalez at the 11 for a gain of 6 to make it 3rd and 4.
That's a good open field tackle there by Gonzalez. You know, and once they do that little spin catch, post, and then they can go either way. And that time he tried to bounce to the outside where he had an extra receiver blocking for him, but a good open field tackle there to save that. Otherwise, he'd gone in the end zone.
Got some Panda Express signs down there. Taco Bell showing off the offensive call from the near sideline. We did have a penalty. I missed it. Must have been a hold because it's bringing them back to the 22-yard line. So Yeoman set to pass again. Takes a snap. Forward pitch to Young. Young cuts up the middle. Gets wrapped up. And he'll be brought down at the 19-yard line for a gain of 3 to make it 3rd down and 12.
Didn't get the number there, but a good play by the outside contained man, turning that ball back inside, forcing it back inside to the strength of that defense off that little sweep, reverse sweep. Good job. And then the interior part of the defense gets the job done.
So 3rd and 12 for Yeomans in the gun. Nieves to his right. Double twin set. Takes a snap. Drops the pass. Looking across the middle. Going to throw underneath and behind Duke. It'll fall incomplete. 4th and 12 for the Broncos.
Do they kick?
I don't think so.
No, doesn't look like it.
Chick-fil-A on this side of the sign now. Trying to get us ready for lunch already.
I was thinking you've got a kind of fixation on good places to eat.
Well, I can see their play calls.
Early on.
You see their play calls?
If you figure out what they mean.
Yeomans takes a snap, drops the pass, looking to the middle, looking for Nieves, knocked down, and batting it down out of the linebacker position, Aiden Montney for the Bears to turn it over on downs.
Well, that's what they explained right there. The coach talking about having to, score once you get in the end zone. A penalty knocks him out of that, but really some good defensive plays there by Summit Academy. And there at the end, and he could have intercepted that ball, but merely knocks it down. That was a pass that maybe if you throw a little bit of height on that thing and get it over that defensive back, but he threw a beeline, and the defensive back was able to knock it down.
Preston Makoviak in the gun. Trips left, one receiver, or the back to the right. Now they're going to move the tight and the wing to the right side. Handoff goes to Larson up the middle. Larson with a nice hole, lowers the shoulder, keeps the pile moving forward out to the 28-yard line for a gain of 9.
Good blocking on that outside to spring him in that gap. He goes off the C gap and makes a nice job of it.
9-yard pickup for Liam Larson. It's a Summit Academy team. They're going to go not the same tempo that we saw San Juan play out. They're content to slow the game down a little bit.
Well, you do that whether you do it on normally or not. I mean, that's a good strategy to take the air out of the ball for someone like San Juan that wants to score quickly and wants the ball. You take time off the clock.
McNaughton breaks the play immediately as he comes up with a tackle for loss, hitting Larson back at the 26-yard line for a loss of 2.
Huge play there defensively. McNaughton is the leading tackler, didn't you say, for tackles for loss?
Yeah.
I think he got another one.
He did. Very true. 2-yard loss there. 3rd down and 3 now for the Bears from their own 26-yard line.
I believe watching on the replay, it was a combo play with the outside linebacker and the defensive end crisscrossing, and he comes through untouched.
Receiver wide right. Two receivers to the left. Makoviak changing things up with his set. In the gun. Down to 6 seconds in the play clock. Takes the snap. Pitches it out for Larson, and he has nowhere to go. Read perfectly by the Broncos. Trip Palmer, 4th and 5 for the Bears.
Boy, I was ill-fated from the very beginning. The minute he pitched that, Palmer was already sitting there in the backfield, and all he had to do was wait for him to get to him because he was already across that line of scrimmage in that contained position. Almost like they knew it was coming.
Yeah, 4th and 4 now for Summit Academy. They will kick it away as Cruays comes out. Nieves drops back to receive, standing at his own 33-yard line. Cruays, end-over-end line drive type of kick. It'll be taken at the 34-yard line. And Nieves brought down. Great tackle for the Bears. That was Braden Dieters making the play.
Great tackle there in the open field once again. Had a blocker there, but he had gotten beyond the blocker, and the blocker couldn't touch him for fear of the block in the back. Or the hold, and so a great play on the outside.
So they'll start on the 37-yard line, will the Broncos. 1st and 10. No score here. 4 minutes into the game. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. That's Palmer to the right in single coverage.
Ooh, he's singled out there.
Yeoman's in the gun, running the option again. Keeps it himself, gets hit, and down he goes. Beckham Meredith making the tackle for a loss to the 35.
Thus far, Summit Academy's defense has been stellar. Yeah, they got the one big play, but they're very, very good in the open field one-on-one tackles.
Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Yeomans drops back to pass. Looking across the middle, throws underneath, caught by Young. He's brought down immediately, but a gain of about 7 yards, 8 yards on the play.
Running some great combo routes out there. There was a 3-receiver side, and the crisscross action difficult to stay with, and I didn't see for sure whether they're playing man-to-man or zone, but they did a nice job going through all that motion.
3rd and 3, Yeomans throws deep to the near sideline, looking for Cole Duke, incomplete.
He stopped.
And 4th and 3. So here's my question for you. We talked about it. I said he's the best player in 2A, and he's touched the ball 1 time on offense. That's Jagger Nieves.
Well, yeah. Go figure. No, it's something they're seeing, I think, in the defense that they're trying to take advantage of.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to put the ball in his hands more often, and they
give it to him here on 4th and 3, and he will not get it. Summit Academy ready for it, and a gain of a yard is all. A turnover on downs in San Juan territory.
And that may be his why, because both times he's touched it, they have shut him down. They're watching for him. That defensive front for Summit Academy is really playing well. But they listened to you. You called for it, they gave it to you. So you are the man.
So it will be Summit Academy ball at the San Juan 45-yard line.
And the punt flips the field because San Juan can't get a first down.
Makoviak in the gun, double twin set. Larson to his right in the backfield. Takes the snap, drops the pass. Going to throw deep down the sideline, looking for Meredith. Has a step, can't make the play. He got a step on the defender, just a little too far out in front.
Wow. Would not have been a touchdown because he was diving for the ball, but still got beyond the defensive secondary and was all alone back there if it had been a little bit better pass.
Meredith's had a heck of a season, nearly a 1,500 receiving yard season for Meredith. They will go receiver wide left to the Bears. Tillman Reese, 2 receivers to the right. Now they're going to move Meredith as that wing to the left side along with the tight end Edmonds. Takes a snap, handoff to Larson up the middle, had a hole, closed quickly by the linebacker core for San Juan, a gain of 2 to the 43-yard line.
Trip Palmer out there is making a lot of hand signals, but it's the minute the ball is snapped, he takes off and goes. If they had something to come back against him, he's reading something, but he comes off that end, not blocked, but he is so quick into the backfield. He puts a hand on that on the running back before he gets to the line of scrimmage. If they had something to come back against that and had time as fast as he's coming, it could be devastating.
Makoviak takes a snap, drops the pass, quick out route to the far side. That's going to be caught and out of bounds at about the 40-yard line to Braden Dieters.
I think that is a difference, too. They don't have a time to go very deep because San Juan is coming with that front 4, and they're bringing a blitz, a backer or a corner. defensive end, outside linebacker, on about every play. So that's all they can complete is that short pattern. Now they're going to go on 4th and short.
Looks like they will. 4th and 5 here for the Bears in San Juan territory, the 40-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Makoviak takes the snap, drops the pass, throws underneath, and that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Meredith. The Bears wanted a holding on it defensively. Do not get it. So a turnover on downs for Summit Academy.
I'm not sure if they wanted one. I was calling for one.
The receiver wanted one.
Yeah. And the other receiver, the tight end that went to the inside, he got tackled and held coming across the middle, but it's only a penalty if it gets called.
Correct. 40-yard line is where San Juan will start. That's about right where they turned it over. Now they get it back right there again. -5 yards with 6:09 to go in the first quarter. No score in this 2A semifinal game between number 1 San Juan, number 4 Summit Academy.
But you didn't think you'd be saying that this is already this far in the
with
game.
4 possessions happened already. Bubble screen to Palmer, makes the catch with defenders around him, able to pick up 4 yards, nearly 5, close to the 45-yard line. Summit Academy really defended that actually quite well. Palmer made a great catch in traffic.
And again, watching the replay, you go ahead with the play, man.
2nd and 6. Yeomans pulls it out. RPO option. Pass it to McNaughton, and it'll be a little bit off his hands, short in front of him, incomplete.
What I was going to say is that Summit Academy, I've talked about their tackling in the open field, but they are doing a great job of playing off blocks and getting through blocks to the play. And that previous play was an indication of that. It looked like it was going to be a big gainer, but they defeated blocks and got to him before he could really get started.
3rd and just over 5 for Yeomans. Drops back to pass. Going to throw to the far sideline on a comeback route. Caught by Palmer. And a first down into Summit Academy territory to the 41-yard line.
And that's a good play, again, because they've gone deep so many times with the pass. Summit Academy has to play for the deep. That allows you those stops and comebacks and curls, which is what they ran right there.
1st and 10 to the 41. Yeomans drops the pass. Screen play coming and getting blown up before the ball could get there is Nieves, and a flag will fly on the play.
No.
Meredith read it, and instead of just going for the ball, he went for the hit.
Well, in my understanding, if it's still in the backfield, you can make contact. So is this an illegal hit, or is this pass interference in the backfield?
Let's see what the white hat has to say. They're going to wave it off, so you called it, Dennis.
If it's in the backfield, it's legal to make contact with that receiver.
Yeah.
And unless it's changed, I know a lot's changed since I coached, but that was always what we would do. If it's a screen, hit him in the backfield. Knock the ball, get the ball.
2nd down and 10. 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Yeomans looking straight to the right. Underneath pass for Palmer, a little high. Makes the catch as he stretches out. And he'll be brought down at the 34-yard line for a gain of 7 to make it 3rd and short.
Another stop comeback pattern. And again, they're running a combo on this side with the 4 receivers on this side, leaving him alone out there. The young man covering him is doing a good job. He's got to cover him deep, so it allows for the short pattern, but good tackle.
3rd and 2. Yeomans. Double twin set. Nieves in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Gives to Nieves. Has a hole this time. Dances across. Gets to the yard to gain. And will go down there and pick up a first down for the Broncos.
Looks like he made that on second effort. But again, he's not getting much yardage. They've got him bottled up thus far.
And you heard Coach Wilbur talk about that. They've got to slow Nieves first.
Well, I think that's the passing pattern. If it gets going, that'll open Nieves up.
Tighter set here, double twins. Yeoman drops back, steps up, throws across the middle. Caught by Palmer again, and makes a man miss at the 10 to the 5, and reaches for the end zone. He'll go down at the 1-yard line. A great play for Yeomans to Palmer.
That's great concentration by Palmer because there's confusion in front of him, and he still is able to reach up over the outstretched hands of a couple of defenders and make that catch.
5 catches for 102 yards already for Trip Palmer. Taking the snap is Yeomans. The give to Nieves. Hitting the backfield, and he will not get in. He's going to gain about, half a foot.
Boy, they are all over him, aren't they? He got 5 carries for maybe 6 yards?
4 carries for 4 yards.
Well, I was close.
So 2nd and goal from just inside the 1. Yeomans in the gun. Nieves to his left. Takes the snap. Keeps it himself this time. Looking off the left side. Got hit. Driven back. He's going to lose yards. Does Yeomans back to the 2.
And again, San Juan has made a couple of big passing plays. But other than that, this Summit Academy team especially in the middle, has been dynamic.
Trips right now. Handed off to Nieves, trying to get to the edge, ducked inside, bounced outside, touchdown San Juan.
And that's a good block, I think, by number 5 from the outside coming down in. That looked like that play was going to blow up, and he made a great comeback block, crackback we used to call it, on that linebacker, defensive secondary, come down inside right there. And that seals that run for him. Yeah, we could do that in the telestrator.
Yeah, you can. San Juan strikes first. They will go for 2 here. Yeoman's in the gun. They're going to send Palmer in motion right to left. Take the snap. They give to Nieves. Big hole into the end zone for 2. So with 3:40 to go here in quarter number 1, it is San Juan 8, Summit Academy 0 in this 2A semifinal game on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on Team Hive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back here at Southern Utah University's Eccles Coliseum as San Juan strikes first in this 2A semifinal game, and they lead at 8-0 over Summit Academy. The ensuing kickoff, it'll be picked up by Dieters at his own 8-yard line across the 10 to the 15 and gets tripped up right there. Great tackle by Staley Dandy with a shoestring tackle.
Young man was kind of caught in betwixt and between there. The ball was angling towards the sideline. If it goes out of bounds, they would have got it at the 35, which would have been preferable. But it was slowing down, and they were coming on him. He didn't know if he should let that run or not. Finally decided to pick it up. But in no man's land, if you let it go and it doesn't go out of bounds, then you got to jump on it for a fumble. As you see it on the sideline, it kind of slows down.
Yeah.
And finally has to pick it up, and then it's too late. And he has nowhere to go.
Summit Academy will start on their own 15-yard line. Down 8-0 with 3:37 to go in this first quarter of the 2A semifinals. Double twin set here. Going to move Edmonds and Meredith to the left side. Makoviak takes a snap, pitches it out to Larson on the left side, cuts back in, picks up a nice gain of 7, maybe 8 across the 20 to the 22.5-yard line.
That's reminiscent of the very first play that they ran offensively, wanting to grind it out. Since that first play, though, they've kind of been in a flux of what to do. But a nice play straight ahead for him. Those are good plays. However, last time they did that, then the next 2 plays, they were stuffed for nothing.
Yeah. 2nd down and 3 now for the Bears. They're still looking for their first down of the game. They're going to go trips right as they split Edmonds out as a receiver. 1 receiver left. Larson to the left of Makoviak in the backfield. Going to send Dieters in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Drops the pass, has time, steps up, throws across the middle, has a man. Dieters makes the catch at the 45-yard line for a first down.
And again, he had to dive for it. He broke through the secondary. He was wide open. Had that been thrown in stride, that would have been interesting to see if he could have made the end zone.
1st and 10 to the 45-yard line for the Bears.
You seem to be putting the curse on every time we say something. The opposite happens. You said first down, they get one.
Yeah.
We talked about not being able to get any running out for San Juan, and then they have 2 plays untouched.
Trips right, 1 receiver left. Makoviak again send Dieters in motion right to left. He's going to come back to the right. Takes a snap, looking to his left. Going to throw deep down the sideline. Has a step, does Meredith. Makes the catch over the shoulder. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Summit Academy, as Makoviak connects with Beckham Meredith for the score.
He throws a high arching ball, but, in stride with his player, drops right in over the defender.
And the Bears are on the board.
See, that's pretty good defensive set there. I mean, it's coverage, and he just drops it right in with that high arching throw.
Let's see if they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah. Do you have to go for 2 to stay up? To stay with them?
Looks like that's what they're going to do. Under the center. 2 backs in the backfield from Makoviak. Takes a snap. Gives to Larson. He punches it into the end zone. It's on the ground, and they cover it up. Is it good? Yes, it is. Larson dropped the snap, kicked it into the end zone, and he recovered it 10 yards at the back of the end zone.
That's the great play. I don't know how you coach that well, but that is a tremendous play. Well coached.
It's almost the old fumble-rooski.
Well coached. Kick it in the end zone, son, and then go recover it. That's a wonderful play.
So we're all tied up in this 2A semifinal with 2:15 to go in quarter number 1. San Juan 8, Summit Academy 8 on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
We're all tied at 8 in this 2A semifinal game. Crew A's with the ensuing kickoff. Keith will take that at the 10-yard line. And he's going to hand it off to Nieves coming to the near side. The Broncos had a wall built. Nieves breaks one tackle, gets across the 30, stays on his feet before being forced out of bounds around the 35-yard line.
How big is he?
He's a big, strong kid.
Mm-hmm.
They will spot it at the 34. That's where San Juan will start their drive with 2:04 to go here in quarter number 1 in a tie ball game. 8-8 in this 2A semifinal. They will have two receivers to the right. That's, I believe, Duke and Palmer. Two receivers left. Double twin set here for Yeomans. Going to send Nash Young in motion left to right. Trips right now. One receiver left. Takes a snap. Quick pass to Young on a wide receiver screen. Makes the catch. Got a block. And gets caught. And then driven back. Stayed on his feet. But ultimately holding on is Talon Hill for the Bears.
Yeah, Hill hanging on. You talked about it. He went down. Thought he was going to be down. He actually stood up with him as he stood up, trying to make that tackle. That's great concentration and control.
Ends up being a gain of 3 on the play. Yeomans gives up the middle to Nieves and nowhere to go again. They've stuffed the middle for Nieves. A loss of yards back to the 34 for a loss of 3.
He's really only had two runs for real positive yardage. One was a touchdown of a yard and a half, and the other one was the extra point of 3 yards. Other than that, they're giving him nothing.
Yeomans takes a snap, drops the pass, looking to his left, going to come across the outside edge for Young and overthrows him, incomplete, 4th down.
Ooh.
Had him.
Yeah, he did. But just overthrew it. And at this point, again, you're talking about a sophomore quarterback. Is this starting to get the yips a little bit here?
Yeah.
Because that was, as good as he throws it, that was his first poorly thrown pass.
Quick punt from Yeomans on 4th and 10. Nobody back for the Bears because of how San Juan lines up. It'll roll down to the 30-yard line and be touched down there by Mike and Keith. And Summit Academy will take over at their own 30 with a chance to take the lead in the tie ball game with 56 seconds to go here in the first quarter, 8-8.
Well, they didn't get the bounce there, did they? That looked like to roll down inside the 20, and it stopped and stayed right at the 30-yard line, went sideways.
And actually, they're going to put it at the 31-yard line. So the 31 is where Summit Academy starts this drive as we are under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Receiver to the left is Reese. Trips right for the Bears. Shotgun formation for Makoviak. Sends Edmonds in motion right to left. He'll get reset on the line of scrimmage. Double twin set. Now he sends Dieters in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Give on the jet sweep to Dieters. Has blockers in place down the edge. Has a first down and more as he steps out of bounds at about the... Nope, they're going to say... Nope, they got a hold. It looks like a flag came in. There's going to be a hold. It's hard to see the flags with all the yellow jerseys.
Yeah, there it is. I can finally see it now, but looked like a great play down that sideline. They must have got one of the outside players, the receivers, who got caught with the hold.
And it did happen about 6 yards downfield, so it'll make it about 1st and 14.
Number 2 or 92?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was. They will move it back to the 27-yard line.
Number 19, I believe it was.
So 1st and 14. Going to send Meredith in motion to the left side. Takes a snap to Makoviak. Handoff to Larson off the left side. And he'll be bottled up after a gain of 2 to the 29. Second down and 12. .20 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 2 receivers left. They're going to bring Meredith and Edmonds to the right in a tight formation. They're looking at Makoviak, down to 10 on the play clock. And they might just let this quarter run out. That's the case. The quarter's going to run out. Through 1 quarter of play in this 2A semifinal game, it is number 1 San Juan 8, number 4 Summit Academy 8 on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments on time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem. School? I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centracom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centracom.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Eccles Coliseum as we start quarter number 2. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Summit Academy Bears. Handoff goes to Larson as they fake the jet sweep, and he got stuffed for a loss of yards back to the 27-yard line, make it 3rd and 14.
Yeah, the fake jet sweep did nothing for them right there, as there was absolute outmanned at the spot.
So 3rd and 14 from the 27 here for Summit Academy. Second quarter action.
And I don't know if they have a trap back on the outside, but Palmer is coming so fast off that defensive end. If they could come the other way and pop him and get inside of that, that could be a huge gainer if they have anything in their playbook for that.
Dieters goes in motion, heavy pressure, able to avoid his Makoviak, rolling to his left, going to keep it himself, gets a block, stays on his feet, hit from behind and brought down to the 38-yard line. He'll be short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th and 3.
And again, that's that quickness coming off those edges. That wasn't Palmer that time, but that quickness coming off that edge is just they're in the backfield so quickly, and I don't know if you have any kind of traps against that or not.
Yeah, McNaughton, who's a menace off that side at times. He's one that gets in the backfield there.
That time Palmer was back in pass coverage. He is the one that turned the play back in, slowed it down, and stopped it from being a first down, though.
4th and 3 now for the Bears. They do bring the punt team on. Cruway is out to kick it away. Nieves back to receive. A fake punt, throw from Meredith underneath, and he gets wrapped up and brought down. He had nowhere to go. And great play defensively for the Broncos. That's Max Stearns, the sophomore linebacker.
That was poorly run right there, really. I mean, the defensive coming in on the kick coverage, the kick block, they weren't fooled at all on that. And they didn't sell the block to begin with enough.
So San Juan takes over in the Summit Academy territory at the Summit Academy 37-yard line with 10:31 to go in the first half. Chance to go in front in a tie ball game. Double twins to each side. Tight to each side. Yeomans drops the pass. Has time. Throws across the middle. Has a man. Caught by Duke. Into the end zone. No, down at the 1. 1st and goal for the Broncos.
These patterns, and I don't know if we can point this out, but these patterns, they just kind of act like they're just taking kind of a walk in the park out there, and they lull that defender to sleep.
Yeoman's in the gun, double twin set, takes the snap. The give to Nieves. Nieves is going to be wrapped up. He reaches for the end zone. He's not going to get there. No gain on the play. So 2nd and goal.
Oh, they weren't on. I thought it was a touchdown, so I'm thinking an extra point.
No, 2nd and goal now.
All right.
Yeomans takes a snap, gives to Nieves again, and gets hit, reaches for the end zone, and he'll make it this time. A 1-yard touchdown run for Jagger Nieves, his 2nd touchdown of the game for the Broncos.
Wasn't easy, though.
No. So 14-8 is your score. And the Broncos again will go for 2 here. Yeomans in the gun. Nieves to his right, takes a snap, gives to Nieves off the right side, cuts back into the end zone. 4-2, 16-8 is your score. San Juan leads Summit Academy with 9:43 to go in the first half of this 2A semifinal on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
San Juan regains the lead 16-8 over Summit Academy. Both these teams are represented on the 2A Academic All-State team. For San Juan, George McNaughton, Jonas Jepson, and Stetson Black, all Academic All-State. And for Summit Academy, Liam Larson on the Academic All-State team. So doing it on the field and in the classroom are these student athletes. Short kick picked up at about the 17-yard line and out across the 25 to the 30, gets hit and eventually will go down to the 31, 32-yard line.
And the most important player right there on out, get the tee off the field.
So Summit Academy will start their next drive, trying to even the score once again.
Got the telestrator here. Haven't had a chance to telestrate anything yet.
You don't see very many 70 numbers returning kicks right there, Dennis.
Want me to telestrate that one?
Yeah, Jack Troster.
This game is going so quick that doesn't leave many opportunities to do the telestrator thing. Of course, then you'd see how not intelligent I am on football things, too.
Double twin set. Dieters fakes motion. Makoviak takes a snap, throws underneath, caught by Meredith. He'll get hit by Keith as he makes the catch, but it's going to be a gain of 8 to the 40-yard line.
Fakes the deep, double move, curls back inside right in front of that defender. Nicely thrown ball to make that completion.
2nd down and 2 for the Bears.
When you're in those hitches, though, eventually, of course, they've already gone deep on them a couple of times, but you run hitch, and then hitch and go, and you have a chance to get some big plays.
Double twin set again here for Makoviak. Larson to his right in the backfield. Dieters goes in motion. Takes the snap. Looking across the middle, not there, dumps it off underneath to Dieters. Dieters tries to make a move. Looks like he's going to have enough for a first down, and he does, as he gets forced out of bounds at the 42 or 43-yard line and moves the chains.
Good safety valve. The running back in motion, stops in the open field and waits as the safety valve. Quarterback does a nice job of reading the downfield, then goes to his safety valve, who gets just enough for the first down. Well devised.
So 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line for the Bears. 16-8, San Juan leads, under 9 to go in the first half. Receiver wide to each side, tight right as well for the Bears. Makoviak takes a snap, fakes the handoff, drops the pass, has time, throws deep down the middle, looking for Dieters, has room, can't quite make the play, a little bit underthrown to him, off his hands as he goes to the ground.
He tries to come back a little bit, but he's falling away. If he could have fallen towards the ball, he makes that catch. He's already done it once, but in that case, he was falling away, and he did get behind the defense, though.
And they've been able to do that. That's at least 3 times that their receivers have gotten deep on San Juan.
The quarterback throws the high arching pass, maybe not quite as strong as Yeomans for San Juan with the arm, but just not quite enough on that one.
2 receivers left, make it to 2 receivers right, tight right as well, and now a flag is going to fly.
Actually, it made 3 receivers to the right. They're going to call a motion on this. Which one is at fault? It's their normal motion.
Yeah. They're going to talk about it.
Now the umpire is going to come and talk about deep into the record book or the rule book. So get the telestrator and do the telestrator on the officials.
So they call it on the tight end.
Because he's in a stance?
Again, like I said, they have been doing that the whole game, too. So
yeah, he's in a 3-point stance.
Right to left, receiver goes in motion. Makoviak drops the pass. Looking across the middle, not there. Rolls to his right, flag flies in the area of a hold. Has Meredith wide open, makes the catch down the sideline to the 20, out of bounds to the 15. But again, a flag is back in the backfield.
Back in the area of holding.
And everybody's coming back. Takes away a big play for the Bears.
That's probably his best throw on the run there, especially. That shows his best arm strength right there on that pass on the run.
There's going to be a hold, so it'll mark him back from the 37 to the 27. So now it's 2nd and 25 for Summit Academy.
Not a problem.
4 penalties for 30 yards on the Bears. No penalties yet for San Juan.
We'll see if you cursed him.
The question is, who's it cursing? I mean, it's helping one team.
Well, you're saying, yeah. Point well taken.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation from Makoviak. 3 bunched right. Larson to his left, takes the snap, drops the pass. Pressure coming off the edge. Rolls to his right. Has time, going to throw across from Meredith, and that'll be incomplete. Meredith trying to draw the flag, does not get it, and that makes it 3rd and long.
Yeah, that one was not as well thrown as the last one. They scampered the same way to the outside, and I think you probably could have had another hold on that tackle for Summit Academy. Was not thrown, and then you could have had some pass interference on the defensive side. Neither one thrown. And they want to talk about it.
So a timeout will be called with 8:24 to go in this first half. This 2A semifinal. San Juan 16, Summit Academy 8 on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Everyone knows that having a good credit history makes it easier to save money and get approved for the things in life you need, like credit cards, auto loans, home loans, and a lot more. But here's the problem. Building your credit history takes time. That's why UCCU created Credit Builder, an innovative loan program designed to help you build your credit history and raise your credit score. Visit UCCU.com to start building or rebuilding your credit today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Live high school sports action on Centracom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Southern Utah University's Eccles Coliseum as we come out. The Bears are behind 3rd and 25 for Summit Academy at their own 27-yard line.
You see San Juan right now lining up really deep. I mean, it'd have to be a super play to get beyond them here. So do you try to go deep or do you do something up short?
Makoviak going to throw deep, but nobody's there. So it will fall incomplete as both Edmonds and Meredith ran shorter patterns and broke off, and the pass sails way over the top. So 4th and 25.
Yeah, he was anticipating the go, and he got the curl. And that was so far away from his receivers, they could have called him for intentional grounding.
So Cruez comes out to kick it away for the Bears. And Nieves back deep to receive with 8:20 to go in the first half. 16-8 San Juan.
This is one of those you got so far to go for first down. Unless you get a good kick, you're not even going to get first down territory.
Good kick by Cruez. Takes a high bounce. Nieves going to take it off the bounce. Down the near sideline, cuts back, runs into his own man. Will be brought down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah. That was one he was going to catch, then he decided not to, then it bounced right into him, so he realized he had to take it. Ends up being pretty good, though. He picks up 15 yards on the return.
So from the 45-yard line come the San Juan Broncos with a 16-8 lead, looking to go up 2 scores here in the first half of this 2A semifinal game. They will go with a double twin set. Nieves to the right of Yeomans in the backfield, shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Quick pass, and that's going to be knocked out of the air. Good play by Tug Wilbur.
Ooh, I thought he was going to get the interception too. He tipped it up almost to himself.
Yeah, it was a soft tip.
You know, he could see that coming. He realized he could not get to that quarterback, and so he posts up and watched his eyes and then jumped as he threw it. Pretty good play.
Yeoman steps up, throws down the seam, and that's going to be incomplete, but a flag will fly as he was looking for Trip Palmer, and a penalty comes in on the Bears.
There's a bit of a tug there on a hip, but that's another one that'll make Summit Academy upset because they're saying, what about this one over here? And sure enough, there's a coach over there pointing at the spot and saying, what about this? But he does tug him as he goes by. Right now, all the brakes really go on San Juan's way right now.
Yeah.
All the penalties are going their way.
It's going to be defensive holding, so that'll take it across midfield to the 45 and be a first down.
And he does grab him as he goes by.
So 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the Summit Academy 45-yard line.
And from that angle there, not just a tug, he's got a handful of jersey hanging on.
Forward pitch. Cutting upfield is Brig Palmer, has a first down and more as he's brought down inside the 35-yard line.
That'll count as a forward pass because the pitch was in front of the quarterback.
Yes.
A little bit of a wide receiver reverse.
I'll take it down to the 33 for a 12-yard gain. Already 170 passing yards for Yeomans. Yeomans drops the pass, pressure coming by Wilbur, able to avoid it, steps and throws deep down the sideline, looking for Trip Palmer, and that will be incomplete. Good coverage downfield from Tanner Madison.
And probably a good no call. I mean, there was a lot of hands involved both ways in that end zone right there. And in fact, the receiver was at Palmer, actually shoves the defender away at the last second. He could have been called, but a lot of hand fighting both ways. The defender is able to make up the ground and get back into him, so that could have been called either way.
2nd and 10 here for the Broncos. Trips right, one receiver to the left. Pistol formation for Yeomans. Drops the pass. Going to throw it to Nieves out of the backfield. Has blockers in place. Cuts upfield, gets hit, breaks a tackle, picks up a first down to the 20, spins, and brought down at about the 16-yard line for a first down.
Boy, you got to keep him. That's why in the middle they've got him bottled up. You don't want to get him in the open country, do you?
Yeah.
Get good blocking ahead of him, but he makes some nice cuts and gets away from a couple of tackles. That's why he's got so many yards.
1st and 10 of the 16, option. And he keeps it himself, does Yeomans up the middle, and has to be drugged down from behind after carrying a defender. Down to the 11.
Option football requires, some real discipline on the defense. And right there, he fakes the pitch, and the defender reading the pitch dive goes with the fake pitch and opens it up for the quarterback.
2nd and 5, fakes the handoff. Quick wide receiver slant route and incomplete, and a flag comes in on the play. And Summit Academy can't believe it.
Is it on Summit Academy again? They're acting like it. I did not see that on the slant.
Yeah, it looked to me like he just jumped the slant route that a corner did.
Yeah,
going for the ball, but
maybe on a replay we can see what happened there because it looked like you're right. He just jumped the route.
But it is going to be.
It must happen before that.
I don't know. They do call pass interference, so it will be half the distance to the goal. And
there's a bump there, but they, on that replay, there's a bump there, but the defender's going for the ball.
Yeah. That's a tough one if you're Summit Academy.
Wow, that really is.
1st and goal from the 6. 2 receivers left, one to the right. Yeomans with Nieves to his left. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Pump fakes to the left. Rolls to his right. Palmer's blocking, not even realizing he was looking at him, and Yeomans carries it into the end zone from 6 yards out.
Wow. Good read by a young sophomore quarterback. Like you say, looked left, nothing there. Looks right, nothing there. Carries it through the open gap.
6-yard touchdown run for Bo Yeomans. And he came back to look for Palmer, and Palmer was blocking the whole time.
Although you look at that blocking, if you'll run that again, that blocking was not for a pass. That blocking was for a run.
Yeah.
If they show
maybe
that
just
again.
that run-pass option, gave him the option to do it.
They pulled the 2 offensive linemen, brought them across the formation.
Yeomans takes the snap, the give to Nieves. Nieves cuts up the middle, gets hit, and he will not get in this time. So with 6:37 to go in the first half in this 2A semifinal, San Juan 22, Summit Academy 8 on Centracom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centracom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
All right, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centracom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Team Hive.
Welcome back here to Eccles Coliseum. Let's go back to that touchdown, Dennis.
Well, what I was noticing, it looks like a pass, but you'll notice the two offensive linemen, I believe it's these two, actually will be blocking on the outside right here. So the quarterback looks this way, looks out to this side, but then turns it up and run. It almost looks like it's a designed run because these guys will come this direction and block right there.
Take a look and see what it looks like here.
Here they come. The receiver stays in to block, look, and then go.
Back to the action now as we come out of that play. Taking the kickoff as Dieters makes a man miss and then gets dropped at about the 20-yard line is where the forward progress will be. And Summit Academy will start their next drive down 22-8. So you knew you were ready for the telestrator.
Oh, I've been ready for a long time. I've never had it, but now that I got it, I don't dare use it. Plus, this game's going so quick, there's no time for it.
First and 10 of the 20-yard line for the Bears. Now down 2 scores. Again, they trailed San Juan by a touchdown at half when they played them earlier this year before San Juan pulled away for the 3-score win back in September.
Well, and again, the coach's pregame discussion, stay with and be able to adjust. And they need to stay with this. They can't let it go any farther. They're here.
Quick pass to Dieters in the backfield. Makes the catch, tries to get to the edge. He's going to pick up a couple. Makoviak took a shot off the backside edge after he delivered the pass.
Yeah, he was coming hard on him right there. Luckily, it got that way. The good thing he had the back chipped him a little bit. That would have been a huge collision on the quarterback.
2-yard gain on that one. 4 catches for 30 yards now for Dieters. Second and 8.
San Juan, as usual, has really good speed at all positions.
Makoviak takes a snap, pitches it to Larson. Got the block as he cuts upfield, but filled again by the linebacker. Just a gain of 2 to the 24.
And again, the defensive end will just quick enough that the block, he's able to step around the block and get a hand on that ball carrier to slow him down. No, that's not Tripp that time. It was somebody else.
3rd and 6 here for Summit Academy.
Their defensive end or containment are very, very quick, and they do a good job of turning plays, getting across the line of scrimmage.
Tripp's right, 1 receiver to the left. It's Meredith by himself to the left on an island with Cole Duke. Makoviak with a hard count and got San Juan to jump. That'll make it 3rd and short.
You see the technique, though, that the defender Duke on the outside on the island you talked about. You look at his technique, though. He's going to make sure that receiver cannot, he's up in a bump and run situation, and he's positioned so that the offensive player cannot get inside of him, forcing the quarterback, if he's going to throw it, there has to be over the top, which is a much more difficult pass than if he's able to get the inside position. So you can be on an island if you make sure the receiver does not get the advantage of being out there on that island. Very well coached.
3rd and a yard now. Rolling is Makoviak, going to throw the out route, caught by Dieters, picks up the first down, forced out of bounds across the 30 to the 32. I like that play call.
Yeah, a little run-pass option. He got 2 receivers out there, really, but he has a chance to run it, too, if that's available to him.
Just a 3-yard gain, needed 1, got 3.
But, again, it's not panic time for them, Summit Academy. You're down 2 scores. You stand to panic. No, you got a lot of playing time. Do your thing, run the ball, and take time off the clock.
Dieters went in motion, kicks back. Now they go to Makoviak. He's going to float one down the sideline and comeback route for Meredith. Duke is there, nearly picked it off, but Meredith had to play defensive back and knock it away.
And that's what we're talking about, that inside stance, taking away the inside position, so they have to throw it over the top. And a big, tall defensive back has a better chance at it that way. If you give him the inside, then the receiver has the option and has the advantage. So well done by Duke. That's twice that he's taken that inside position on an island and made it work.
Double twin set here from Makoviak. Larson to his right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush from San Juan. Pressure coming. He'll throw deep looking for Edmonds and throws that one over everybody out of bounds.
He was being pressured there. He knew he had to get rid of it, and he threw it just too hard. The defender was approaching his throwing side. He knew he had to get rid of it. You'll see him come in on that replay right there.
Yep.
That changes his throwing angle and position.
So 3rd and 10 now for the Bears at their own 32-yard line. Down 22-8 to San Juan with 4:47 to go in the first half.
And they've gone nearly completely to a passing game, and it's allowing San Juan to get off the block quick.
Double twin set, fakes the pass, has Larson on the draw. A first down and more to the 45-50. Stays on his feet, takes a hit, and goes down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Summit Academy.
And as usual, someone spoke too soon. That's a greatly devised, great plan. I mean, the old draw has gone away from football, but that's well done. The running back fakes to go out to the right and then stops and comes back inside, well blocked up front.
A 31-yard run for Liam Larson into San Juan territory to the 37. They'll go trips right, one receiver to the left. And a little more prevent defense now for San Juan. Playing off the ball. Makoviak pumps. He'll throw it at the sideline looking for Meredith. Duke in coverage, and Duke, another great defensive play, knocks it away.
Again, they're playing man-to-man, but they're taking away the inside. And they're taller. Their defensive backs are taller than the receivers for Summit Academy. And so it has to be a perfectly thrown pass. And we've seen him do that a couple of times. But in the last few, he has not been able to get that ball over that defender because of their coaching and their position that they're taking.
So 2nd down and 10. Trips right, one receiver to the left.
And you'll see it here again on the near side. See, he's taking that inside away. Now he backs up, and he's going to allow it because he's got help coming over the top.
Here comes pressure on the screen, and McNaughton able to bat it away as Makoviak just never had a chance to get it to Larson.
Had room to run if he could have got it there.
So 3rd and 10. At the San Juan 37-yard line. Receiver to the left, 3 bunched tight right. It's Dieters to the left. Makoviak calmly stands. Pressure coming off the edge. Can't get around it. Making the play, Max Stearns with the big sack for the Broncos. Pushes them back near the 50.
And I mentioned before, they come off those edges so quick that it makes it tough to get any kind of depth on your pass.
And a timeout called by Summit Academy, their 2nd timeout of the half. We will take it with them with 3:47 to go in half number 1 of this 2A semifinal. San Juan 22, Summit Academy 8 on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to Southern Utah University's Eccles Coliseum after a loss of 11 on 3rd and 10 in San Juan territory. It's now 4th and 21 for the Bears, and they are forced to kick this one away.
This is definitely the right situation. You don't want to give San Juan another one by halftime with 3 minutes and a half left.
High kick by Cruez, and it takes a San Juan bounce into the end zone. It bounced at about the 4. And Summit Academy just couldn't quite run it down before it bounced into the end zone. So San Juan gets it at their own 20.
Still, you're better off. I mean, that's in an area where maybe you try to go for a first down, even though it's 4th and 15 or 20. But still, you put them back at the 20 at their own and hope that they do not, pick up another score before halftime. because you're down 2 scores, effectively less than 2 scores, and you're still in this ball game.
They will go double twin set. Yeoman's in the gun. Going to send Brig Palmer in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Quick pass out to Palmer. Gets the block. And he gets wrapped up. Stays on his feet. Takes 4 Bears to bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah. He was struggling until number 45 got there and delivered a heck of a blow. Aiden Matagi? Montany. Delivered the fatal blow there.
2nd down and 2. Trips left, 1 receiver right, and that's Palmer on the island. He is going to run a hitch and go. They throw deep, and Yeomans takes a shot on the pass, and it'll fall incomplete. And Yeomans took a big hit on the play.
And they're trying to get a call out there because the defender was trailing and was in trouble and reached out and kind of grabbed him, but the ball was so poorly thrown that it wouldn't have made a difference anyway, so they did not throw the flag.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Broncos. And you have timeout called by Coach Christensen, so he'll use his first timeout of the half with 3:06 to go in the half. It's San Juan 22, Summit Academy 8. 2A semifinal action on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
How tall is Paul?
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the...
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Coming out of the timeout, Yeomans takes a snap, gives to Nieves, lowers the shoulder, and he's going to get just enough to pick up the 1st down across the 30 to the 31.
Well, he's been somewhat effective on a lot of plays, but up the middle, that's the first time he's made any positive yardage, really up the middle.
Now, he has 9 carries for only 7 yards.
7 yards, yeah. So he's not going to keep his average that we talked about before the game started.
No, Yeomans drops the pass underneath route. That's going to be caught by Palmer. He slips as he tries to cut upfield, but a 1st down throw out to the 43-yard line.
Okay, and again, gets out of bounds, stop the clock, and keep playing, moving the ball. They're looking for that next score.
Trips left, 1 to the right. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Yeomans takes the snap. Drops the pass. Going to throw to Nieves out of the backfield. Nieves makes a man miss. Across the 50 to the 45. Makes another man miss to the 35 and spun it around. Out of bounds inside the 30 for a big play.
Well, that'll help his averages. Again, you cannot let him get in the open field. He nice pass play to get into the open field. A block got him sprung, but after that, some great individual moves and running. Wow.
2 catches for 46 yards now for Nieves. Now they give to him, trying to get to the edge, cuts back, and he'll be brought down at about the 26-yard line for a gain of 2.
And in that case, they are doing a super job inside the tackle box.
Already 236 passing yards for Bo Yeomans.
Wow.
Takes a snap, trips left, looking to the left, going to come back, has a man wide open. Cole Duke got left alone. Touchdown, San Juan.
Confusion about who was where and who was responsible for what position there.
26-yard scoring strike.
And a mistake, I won't illustrate that, but there was a mistake on the outside, a mix-up in coverage, allowed him to step beyond the offense or the defensive secondary. And a couple of defenders sitting there looking at each other saying, is that your guy? No, that's your guy.
Yeah. That's despite the 260 passing yards, that's the first passing touchdown for Yeomans. They've had 1-yard touchdown runs in this game. You're going to send the man in motion. That's Young. Yeomans, forward pitch ahead to Palmer, and Palmer easily into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 2:01 to go in the first half in this 2A semifinal game, it is San Juan 30, Summit Academy 8 on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Coliseum on the campus of Southern Utah University in Cedar City at the 2A semifinals. San Juan now with the 30-8 lead over Summit Academy. And the Bears, this is a big drive for Summit Academy. If they can find a way to score, they will get the ball to start the second half. So they have an opportunity to try to put 2 touchdowns on the board before San Juan can really get the ball back.
Yeah. On the other side of that is they cannot take a real quick 3 and out and give the ball back to San Juan with a chance to get another score of some
right.
sort.
Which San Juan will, they can score fast.
And they'll try it. Yeah.
Short kick, bounces inside the 30-yard line. Dieter's coming up to pick it up at the 20 and got a block, had a hold to the 35, stays on his feet to the 40-yard line before Cole Duke brings him down.
Interesting, they go with kind of a little bit of a squib or a flop kick, and it kind of backfires on them.
Yeah.
They got down there on it, but they were able to make a block and get past it as Dieters.
So 1st and 10 at their own 40 now for the Bears.
He's had a good first half. This is number 4, this Dieters
Yeah,
kid.
Dieters has played well.
Yeah.
5 catches for 33 yards, had a couple of nice kick returns.
Yeah.
Had a really nice open field tackle on Nieves. Mm-hmm. So 1st and 10. Going to go 2 receivers each side stacked tight. Makoviak in the gun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops the pass. Going to throw underneath. Intercepted. He was looking for Edmonds. And the safety, Nash Young, picks it off to the 20. 15, flag flies. Down to the 5, to the 2-yard line. Another flag comes in. I think we're going to have 2 blocks in the back. One might be a hold on San Juan, but the interception should stand for Young.
Yeah, blocking. There are going to be some blocking penalties there, but that's the worst case scenario, even with the penalties, because San Juan's got it in plus territory and a chance to tack another one on.
Yes.
And they have the horses to do it.
Yeah, the second one was definitely a block in the back. The first one, I'm not sure if it was a hold or a block in the back, maybe even a face mask, but let's see what the white hat tells us. Blindside block. So they decline the blind side and they take the block in the back, so it'll be at the 41-yard line.
Blindside must have been down closer to the end zone, so they'll take the block here, moving them back. But still, 41-yard line. That's one pass. Two passing plays.
1:41 to go in the half. Yeoman's waiting for the official word from the white hat to resume play. Gets the chop. Takes the snap. The give to Nieves. Flea flicker back to Yeoman's. Going to throw deep to the right sideline looking for Palmer and makes the catch as he head tops him down inside the 5.
Makes a great catch at 6'7", but the receiver on the far side was running down there dancing wide open on the far side. This is the height comes into play here. He just reaches over the top of the defender and plucks it out of the air. The defender's given up about a foot in height.
I have that unofficially 301 passing yards for Yeomans.
Unofficially.
Yeah. Pistol formation. The give to Nieves up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, San Juan. As they put it in, it only took 34 seconds to score again.
Looking at the clock, they've scored twice now in less than 2 minutes of clock time. And they've got enough time for another one if they can stop them defensively. Wow. When they decide to score, wow.
So they will go for 2 now. Trips left. Yeomans takes the snap. Gives to Nieves again. Hit at the line of scrimmage and tries to move forward, but he will not get in. Nope, they do say he got in. Excuse me, he got the ball across.
They pushed the pack and they held him in.
Yep, got the ball across.
They had him, but they let it push the pack in.
Yeah, he stood up at the 3-yard line, kept on moving, and stayed on his feet right there. get in the end zone. So with 1:27 to go in the first half, it is now San Juan 38, Summit Academy 8 on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
This school year will be different.
This year, I'll do my assignments. On time.
I will listen to my teacher.
I solemnly swear.
I won't eat any glue.
I'll do my homework every night.
Every night.
Research? No problem.
School, I got this.
This year will be different. Visit Centricom.com to power your education with the best internet experience. Everyone succeeds with School to the Power of Centricom.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back here to the Eccles Coliseum at Southern Utah University. And going to be a short kick that'll be caught at the 41-yard line and brought down at the 45. That's where Summit Academy will have it after Mike and Keith making the tackle on the return by, let's see, they have it as 42. Stetson, that's the wrong 42. Lucas Denos, a freshman.
So do you think that's an attempt at an onside kick?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Trying to get the ball real quick because they ran it like they were going to go past the first line of defense and get to that ball, but whatever. I don't want to think that way.
Receiver to the right for Summit Academy is Tillman Reese. We've got Meredith to the left. Shotgun formation from Makoviak. Trips right now. Going to send Dieters in motion right to left. He's going to cut back out to the right. Flag will fly. The play clock ran down to 0. They didn't take time to come out. I feel like that happened real fast.
Well, they really took their time getting on the field.
Okay.
And I thought when they came on, it looked like to me that maybe there's a little bit of dejection, discouragement maybe.
Yeah, they could be right there.
On Summit Academy's side of the ball. They're not quite the same pep and vigor that they started with.
2 receivers left, 1 wide right from Makoviak. They're going to move Edmonds from the left side to the right. Takes the snap, drops the pass, steps up, throws to the right side, looking underneath for Reese, and flags will come in on the play. And so that's going to give them enough for a first down and a 15-yard pass interference.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call that one out, but that was rather obvious.
So that will move it out to the 45-yard line in San Juan territory. Just the second penalty on the Broncos, though. 2 penalties for 20 yards. And the first 2 plays of this drive, penalties, 1 for each team.
They're just trying to get it at halftime for the relaxation.
2 receivers each side, tight stacked. Makoviak takes the snap, pressure coming, quick pass to the outside, caught by Dieters. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 40-yard line, make it the 39 for a gain of 6.
Good job, number 31 for San Juan, Cole Duke. Again, on an island as far as tackling. Dieters tries to put some moves on him, and he holds his ground and uses the sideline as a helper and makes a great tackle in the open field.
Good decision by Makoviak. Pressure coming, just get it underneath, and Dieters gets out of bounds, try to preserve some clock here. 1:14 to go in the half. Makoviak fakes the handoff, drops the pass. Pressure coming, throws deep, looking for Dieters, has him just a bit too far, incomplete in the end zone.
Is that the 3rd time he has just missed Dieters? Twice behind the defense?
Yeah, he's been right there.
Dieters a nice player, and in fact, he's got enough energy that after he gets up, he goes and gets the ball for the official. Take him a week to get back to the huddle.
3rd down and 5 now for Summit Academy. San Juan 40.
Hope he hasn't hurt his arm. He's dangling that right arm pretty bad.
And it took him a long time to get back, and now they're down to 6 seconds in the play clock because they didn't care that he went and got the ball for the ref. The play clock still wound.
He's offsides now.
Makoviak takes a snap, steps up. He's going to throw for Dieters again, and again overthrows him, this time by about 5 yards on a hitch and go.
Yeah, he runs the hitch and go, but he doesn't come out of the hitch quick enough. Really doesn't come out of it.
So 4th and 5 at the 40-yard line.
He tired. He went and got the ball again.
Yeah, they're bringing him out of the game this time as they run Talon Taylor on to replace him.
He's just run a marathon for those last 3 plays.
4th and 5 here for the Bears at the San Juan 40-yard line. 1:01 to go in the first half. Trips bunch to the right, 1 receiver left, that's Meredith. Makoviak fakes the pitch, drops the pass, gonna throw deep, has a man, Edmonds wide open, dropped it at the 10. He had nothing but end zone in front of him and unable to reel it in. Turnover on downs for the Bears.
Oh my goodness, that was a nice play. He comes from the far side, good fake, good thrown ball. Oh, you hate to see that. That young man will relive that one. Oh, ouch. I won't illustrate that one.
No, and San Juan, they like to score. They're not afraid to score again.
In 54 seconds, well, the last time, what was it, 30 seconds?
Yep.
Well, they got an extra 10 yards to go here, so.
Quick pass by Yeomans, underneath route. That's going to be caught by Nieves, and he's going to slide down to the 48-yard line.
They're holding up your food signs again.
So 2nd down and 2. Clock down under 40 seconds. They're going to go trips left, 2 receivers right, empty backfield for Yeomans.
Well, they got a lot of yardage on this side if they want to try it.
Gets hit, ball's on the ground. Summit Academy dives on it at the 41-yard line. Tug Wilbur causes the fumble, and recovering it is Sam Troster for the Bears.
Adds to his numbers, Tug Wilbur. Another, fumble recovery?
Fumble caused, yep.
Fumble caused and fumble. Didn't he get them both?
He didn't recover it, but he caused it.
Okay. We haven't called his name much, but he comes up big right there.
26 seconds now for Summit Academy. They have 1 timeout left.
Dieter's back in the game. He did go off, and they did kind of look at him a little bit. They don't like the way he's carrying that right hand.
We've got a double twin set. Makoviak takes the snap. Heavy pressure up the middle. Throws and gets hit as he throws, and the ball flails to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah. Too much pressure there. San Juan knows what's coming, and they're just coming with their ears pinned back. And they're running extra people on the play.
2nd down and 10. Down to 21 seconds to go in the half.
Like you mentioned, this would be huge here if they could score this and go to 14 or 16 and then get the ball the second half. They could get back into this ball game.
2 receivers stacked tight to each side. Makoviak drops the pass, pressure coming, steps up, has room, gonna throw, has a man, just a little too high for Meredith. It falls incomplete.
And they're just taking punishment now. San Juan is really teeing off on that little quarterback.
Yeah, he took a shot again on that play. Did a good job to keep the play alive.
I was afraid he was going to be across the line of scrimmage and not have a chance there, or be throwing across the line of scrimmage, but he threw it just before he got there.
So 3rd and 10, 14 seconds to go in the half. Defensive coordinator for the Broncos, Bobby Bowering, has his team set. Makoviak, pressure coming again, underneath pass. That's going to be caught by Reese. Reese will get down to the 31, pick up a first down to the 30. That'll stop the clock to move the chains with 6 seconds, and they do have 1 timeout.
Yeah, they're back on the ball, so as soon as the ball is set and the chains are, they're going to call that timeout, looks like.
It was a gain of 11 on the pass. We'll keep it right here with just 6 seconds to go in the first half as Summit Academy uses their final timeout, leading 38-8. Coming up next here at Southern Utah University, we will have the first 1A semifinal. Number 1 Kanab, number 4 North Summit. Rematch of last year's semifinal when North Summit was the favored team. This time, Kanab the favored team. Kanab beat them last year. We'll see if North Summit can return the favor.
Ought to be a pretty good ball game, but that Kanab team is an awful good team.
Yes.
Games I've seen with them, I'm very impressed with them.
And then after that, we go back to the 2A ranks, the 2-3 matchup, South Sevier and South Summit. And I'll share this later today, but I don't know if you know this, but in the last 55 years, since 1970, South Sevier has played in 7 semifinal games.
That would surprise me.
That they played in that many?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
They played in 4 in the 70s and 3 in the 2000s.
Okay. That I can deal with, because I knew in the 70s they were doing some good things, but I knew that they had some futility in football over the last 40 years that I've been in the area.
Yeah. So in the last 55, though, they've played in 7 semifinals. In the last 10, South Summit has played in 7 semifinals. Yeah. So
South Summit's been in a few.
Out of the timeout. 1st and 10 to the 30-yard line. 6 seconds to go in the half.
You got one shot, really, and look how deep San Juan's playing.
Yep. San Juan still bringing 4. Makoviak being pressured, has to roll. Tries to stay on his feet. He's just going to throw underneath for Larson. Nieves comes up, makes the hit and the tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Nieves could see it coming and makes the play to end the first half, and a player is down for Summit Academy right at midfield.
Whoa. When he had to start scrambling, I didn't believe he had the arm for that. I knew he didn't have the arm to throw it in the end zone. But a lot of punishment dealt in that last play. A lot of punishment. Now you got to know I thought they were approaching San Juan's team, but it's because they're waiting for them to clear so they can get in the locker room. Okay.
So Summit Academy player did pop up, but I don't know if it's the same one, but another one went down as they were coming across. It might be the same player. He's right at the T-Bird at midfield. So hope he's okay, and he's going to get looked at going into the locker room at the half. At the half, though, in this 2A semifinal game, it is number 1, San Juan 38, number 4, Summit Academy 8. We've got your Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports. So at the half, it is once again 38-8. San Juan leads Summit Academy. San Juan has come out to kick it away to start the second half as the Bears are set to receive it to start half number 2. Any keys now you see for these teams before we get to this kickoff?
Well, I think it comes back to the same thing. So Summit Academy needs to be under composure, okay? They started out trying to run the ball. They had some nice runs to begin with. I think they need to get a mix back into it. As long as they stay back in pass formation and San Juan can cut loose and come with the secondary that they've got, it's going to be a long night, a long afternoon for Summit Academy. So I think they need to get that component back in.
Dieters took it from the 13-yard line, had a full head of steam out across the 25 and stopped right at the 30 or 29-yard line. So that's where Summit Academy will have it to start to the second half with 11:51 to go here in the third quarter.
And I just don't see a lot of animation right now at Summit Academy. They're just not approaching things with a lot of energy and excitement and drive and determination right now.
Dieters is wide right, Reese to the left. Makoviak in the gun. They're going to move Edmonds and Merida to the left side. Makoviak takes the snap, pitches it out to Larson, got a block, has some room on the outside, cuts upfield across the 35 to the 40-yard line, make it the 39 for a run of 9 yards.
Good play on first down. Getting to that off-tackle gap. Good blocking there, too.
That'll make it 2nd and 1.
And even though you know that you want them to be under control, they maybe are taking a little bit too much time.
Yeah, still got to go fast, right?
Yeah, they still got to go fast in what they're doing.
Takes the snap, gives the handoff to Larson. Larson trying to get to the edge and makes a man miss, picks up a first down, dives ahead to the 44-yard line for a gain of 5 and a first down.
Yep. And if they'll hurry up in the huddle part, they can run this kind of an offense and still return this to a ball game. But the extra times that they're taking will pay off, will hurt them in the long run.
Yeah. 1st and 10 to the 44-yard line. They've got Reese and Dieters both split to the left. Edmonds tight left. Now they're going to move Edmonds and Merida to the right. Makoviak in the gun. Takes the snap. Quick pass across the middle off the hands of Dieters. Intercepted. That's going to be Brick Palmer with it. Down the near sideline he comes, and he'll be brought down inside the 25, and the Broncos offense is back in business.
That's a worst-case scenario right there. And the ball was thrown a little bit behind the receiver. He reaches back and touches it. Actually just tips it up in the air off of his hand. And that's Dieters trying to make a play happen, and then it just pops right into the hands of Palmer.
So they will start at the Summit Academy 23-yard line, will San Juan. Yeomans takes the snap, drops the pass, looking across the middle, going to throw underneath, has Trip Palmer wide open. He'll get a block down to the 10-yard line and pick up a first down there.
Boy, and he had options there. This passing game, the way they run their routes and they space the receivers out, they've got so many options out there. He had somebody on the deep middle that looked like a touchdown for sure. Comes short instead to the drag route.
Double twin set, hand off to Nieves, and Nieves will walk into the end zone from 9 yards out, and that will put us into the mercy rule and a running clock here in the second half.
Nieves finally gets free on a running play. Of course, inside the 10, he's had great success. But that really is, I mean, he jogs the last 5 yards.
Yeah. His 4th touchdown run of the game. Yeomans in the gun, takes a snap, looking to his right, going to throw a quick pass through the hands of Palmer, incomplete on the 2-point attempt. So with 9:57 to go in the third quarter, it is San Juan 44, Summit Academy 8 in this 2A semifinal game on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
And we're back here at Southern Utah University. 44-8 is now your score, and they will go to the running clock with the 36-point advantage. Line drive kick, and we picked up by Dieters at about the 17-yard line. Gets across the 20, cuts back, found a little bit of a seam to the 25, and out to the 27 or 26-yard line is where they'll have it.
And once again, Dieters doing everything he possibly can to make something happen out there. He's a hard-working, good young player. It's fun to watch him play. Just a junior. They'll get him back next year. So,
yeah. Quite a few juniors, key players for this Summit Academy team. Makoviak, Larson, Dieters, all juniors.
So the heart of that, at least the skill positions, then will all be back. So
they will lose the tight end Edmonds.
Unfortunately, San Juan is also got a lot of key young players.
Yes. Meredith goes in motion. Makoviak takes a snap, hands to Larson. Larson puts his hand on his lead blocker, gets out to the 29-yard line for a gain of 3. Twelve carries for 65 yards now for Liam Larson. That puts him over 1,500 rushing yards in the game.
That was one of your keys coming in, too. So some benchmarks are being met, even though they're in a bad situation score-wise.
Going to send Meredith in motion again. Makoviak takes the snap, gives to Larson again, bounces to the outside as he got a block from Meredith. A stiff arm to the 31 or 32 for a short gain.
And these are people beating blocks on the inside, coming to the outside. They're quick enough that when they beat the block on the inside, and that saves, and again, you go back, the number 2 actually comes from a linebacking spot, beats the block of the offensive lineman. And it's key because if he doesn't beat that block, that's a huge play. And then he's quick enough to get to the outside and make the tackle.
Jagger Nieves at that linebacker spot. Trips right, one receiver left. Makoviak takes a snap. Little dig for Meredith, and the pass is intercepted by Duke as Meredith tried to go deep. Duke picks it off down to the 10. 5 touchdowns. San Juan Broncos are back on the board.
I guess I shouldn't say "oh boy" again. This is you get in the situation that they're trying to make something happen quick, and San Juan is just able to make plays on those interceptions. Now the first one was a tip. That was just a good read right there by the defender to get to that ball, undercut the route, and take it for a touchdown.
50-8 now your score. 2-point. They're going to go for 1, it looks like, this time.
In practice they're kicking, huh?
So Duke will attempt the extra point. Snap is good. The hold is down by Young. Kick is up, and it is good. Just got it through 4-1. So with 7:57 to go in the third quarter, this 2A semifinal at San Juan 51, Summit Academy 8 on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
So you're all moved in. How's your new roomie?
Oh, she's cool. She's also a biology major.
Oh, that's great. You guys can help each other stay on top of homework.
I just hope the classes aren't hard. I'm kind of scared based on what I've heard.
You'll do great, I'm sure. We're proud of you.
Aww.
You ready to go?
Who's that?
Gotta go, Mom. Have a dorm meeting in 2 minutes. Love you.
Hello? Hello? Who was that?
Centricom Fiber, because you don't just need internet, you need good internet.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at the Eccles Coliseum on the campus of Southern Utah University in this 2A semifinal game between San Juan and Summit Academy. And it's all Broncos here early in the second half, leading 51-8 as they have put 2 touchdowns on the board, one offensively and one defensively, to put this in the mercy rule. Here's the ensuing kickoff. Short kick, Meredith on the run, makes the catch at the 22-yard line to the 25-30, and he'll be tripped up at the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40-yard line, and that's where Summit Academy will start their next drive.
Okay, I'm going to pose you a question here. You said one offensively and one defensively, but if you've got the ball running towards the goal line, isn't that still offense?
But your defense gets credit for the score.
Yeah, but they're still scoring the ball, so that's still an offensive play.
All right, I'll take that.
You're too tired to try and argue that one away, because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I would have argued just for the sake of arguing.
1st and 10 of the 40. 2 receivers left, 2 stacked to the right. Going to send Dieters in motion left to right. Makoviak fakes the pitch, drops the pass, pressure coming off the edge, steps up to avoid it. Going to tuck it and run to the 45-50, and he'll be wrapped up and brought down across midfield for a first down. Jace Razor with the tackle.
And a good little scramble. Again, he had a receiver breaking open, but under duress, I don't think he had the arm to get it that far. And that would have been to number 19, Edmonds, who was breaking open in a crossing pattern, drag underneath.
Double twin set. Makoviak takes the snap. Quick pass underneath. That'll be caught by Reese, and he'll go out of bounds, diving ahead around the 40-yard line.
Oh, they kept. Well, I guess
that's
the
running clock. Yeah.
I was going to say, good play, got out of bounds, stopped the clock, but nothing stops the clock here except timeout.
Timeouts and scores. So 2nd down and 3 now. They will go trips right, 1 receiver to the left. That's Meredith in single coverage. They do have high safety. Makoviak drops the pass, going to throw deep down the sideline for Meredith, and dives and can't quite reel it in. It falls incomplete.
Meredith does a nice job with the bigger defender. Now he's down with cramps, it looks like. But he really, the pass ends up being short. But, he does a lot with the defense to try and fend the defender off. But part of that is to stop the defender, then go. And as a result, the pass is just a little bit out of his reach. But if he doesn't do that, the bigger defenders get a hand on the ball.
So they'll help Meredith come off the field with, as you said, likely cramps there.
Yeah.
I think we've seen more cramps in these late October, November games than I've ever seen before.
It's the turf.
Okay. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I don't know. When we were young, you used to have cramps. They just say, grin and bear it, get up and play, man.
So we just didn't know that every day.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
3rd down and 3 now for the Bears at the San Juan 41-yard line.
I guess this stops the clock too, I guess.
Yeah, injury time. Makoviak in the gun, double twin set. Going to send Dieters in motion left to right. Takes the snap, drops the pass, heavy pressure coming. There's the screen, but he threw it to the lineman instead of to Larson, incomplete.
Well, they were already attacking Larson. He really threw it to the only place he could, which was open territory, because he could see that one was in trouble. The defender's out. Well, I guess I'm wrong. I was looking at the wrong person. Dieters was wide open.
Yeah, or Larson.
Larson, excuse me.
So 4th and 3 now for the Bears at the San Juan 41-yard line. So we get down under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3 of this 2A semifinal. The winner of the San Juan will now play the winner of South Severe and South Summit next week, barring a massive comeback.
Biggest in the history of the world, I would say.
Makoviak able to avoid the pressure. Throws, has Edmonds open across the middle for a first down inside the 30-yard line.
Good job. And you've got a San Juan player down, and he's not cramped. He was grabbing a knee.
Yeah, slow to get up. Don't have a number on him as they put that at the 28-yard line for a gain of 13.
He was grabbing his right knee. He's not cramping. Great play by Summit Academy, though.
Yeah, good job, Makoviak, avoiding the pressure and then delivering a good throw under duress. That's Max Stearns, the sophomore. He is one heck of a football player, is Max Stearns.
Ooh, and you can see that on the replay. He actually puts a hand on the quarterback. Well, he puts a hand on the quarterback, and then his follow-through, he ends up in a pack, and it twists his knee, is what happens. It's all inadvertent, but he gets hit right there, gets that knee
right
planted,
there.
and then gets smacked and hyperextends that knee.
Yeah, you can see it right there.
So.
And Stearns is one of those guys that you just look at him and you say, that is a football player.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a good game, a big, strong kid, and that's an unfortunate thing. That's, you're trying hard and you end up in the middle of a pack and you get hurt.
Yeah, and again, just a sophomore, but hope that it's nothing that he can't come back and play next week. So hopefully that he'll be able to play next week, we should say.
Yeah.
At this point, there's no reason to even put him back in this game. But
I'm sure South Severe and South Summit hope that he can't play next week.
Well, you never want to hope that, right?
Yeah.
And he's being helped off the field is Stearns.
And he's putting no pressure at all on that right leg.
Yeah. Again, hope he's okay as you see Coach Christensen kind of do a little frustrated hand clap.
I guess if there's a team with depth enough to deal with that, it's probably San Juan.
Yeah. But again, Stearns is just a football player. I mean, he is a fun one. Tough player. Double twin set. Going to send a man in motion. That's Dieters. They give to him on the jet sweep. They reverse it to Edmonds. Halfback pass. Throws deep. A little underthrown, and it'll be incomplete as they had to come back to it. And getting there just in time to break it up, Grady Lacey.
And again, a little bit underthrown and some contact there. Again, looked like the defender pushed the offensive player away, but he was playing the ball so they can get away with that.
Yeah, he's trying to connect with Talon Taylor. He was wide open initially. It just took a little too long to get him the ball. Trips left, rolling is Makoviak, underneath to Dieters. Dieters makes the catch and will be forced out of bounds inside the 20-yard line of the 19 to make it 3rd and short. Nine-yard gain. Yeah, like you said, Dieter's a fun player to watch.
He's had a good game. I'm going to stop the clock for something. I like the way he plays. He's all out, looks like to me, all in, all out, all the time. So
I'm not sure what they're stopping play for.
Going to give him an extra yard for good effort.
So that'll be a first down.
And it'll be a first down, yeah. So they reward for an extra yard there.
So 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. Double twins. Dieters in motion right to left. Kicks back to the right. Makoviak drops the pass. Going to throw across the middle for Meredith. Caught and touchdown. Summit Academy. Beckham Meredith with his 2nd score of the game.
Got the inside trajectory. We talked all game long about how San Juan will not give that inside area. And that time he did get the inside coming from the out and got inside position. Nicely thrown ball for a touchdown.
18-yard touchdown pass. 4 catches for 80 yards now for Meredith. 2 touchdowns. The only problem for him is that San Juan scored 44 points in between his 2 touchdowns. They fake the handoff, dropping the pass, going for two is Makoviak. Heavy pressure coming, and down he goes as Brig Palmer with the sack on the 2-point conversion try. No good. What'd you have? So with 4:12 to go in the third quarter in this 2A semifinal, it is San Juan 51, Summit Academy 14 on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Everyone knows that having a good credit history makes it easier to save money and get approved for the things in life you need, like credit cards, auto loans, home loans, and a lot more. But here's the problem. Building your credit history takes time. That's why UCCU created Credit Builder, an innovative loan program designed to help you build your credit history and raise your credit score. Visit UCCU.com to start building or rebuilding your credit today. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
And welcome back here to SUU as the Summit Academy Bears get on the board. Make this a 51-14 game here at SUU's Eccles Coliseum as the Crew Eyes get set to kick it away for the Bears. Two back deep to receive for the Broncos. Believe it's still Keith and Nieves.
They're putting some hands people up front, though, because they're anticipating that this possibly could be an onside kick. So they're putting some good hands people on that front line.
And they do go with the onside kick, rolling on the ground. It'll be covered up by Brig Palmer. So San Juan will take over on their own 42-yard line with the 51-14 lead. 4:03 to go in the third quarter.
You got a heck of a roll there. It's supposed to be maybe end over end, but that one actually was just rolled sideways. There was no motion in it to bring it up off the ground and get the wild bounce.
So San Juan football, the 43 is where they will spot it. 1st and 10. Going to go with a double twin set here for Yeomans. One of the things with, well, now they're going to run a player off the field. So it'll be two receivers right, one to the left, two backs in the backfield. They're going to give to Razor, breaks an arm tackle, and spins ahead across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Gain of 5. His first carry of the day. He said, hey, Coach, I ran farther than Jagger did on all these other runs. Right?
All except for one. Yep.
We can say that because everyone knows how good Jagger is. Yeah. So, the interesting part for Coach Christensen is when you start a sophomore quarterback, it usually means you don't have a senior or junior as a backup. And so you might, if you need to. Jagger Nieves is kind of that emergency backup, but they won't move him to there for sure.
Well, somebody has to quarterback your JV and freshman team. There should be somebody else out there.
And then a freshman. And Razor with a first down run across midfield to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, really, that's two running plays back-to-back. Those have been their best two back-to-back they've had.
2 carries for 12 yards for Jace Razor. 1st and 10 in Summit Academy territory, the 45. Down under 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 51-14, San Juan headed back to their 5th straight state championship game. Looking to win 5 straight.
Don't know that anybody else in the history of Utah has done that. We've had 3s and 4s, but I don't think we've had a 5.
Hand off up the middle, and nowhere to go this time around for the Broncos. I want to double check. I think that was Thomas Harden who carried that one. Yes, it was.
29.
No gain, right back to the 45.
Even though it's had running clock, it's kind of been a slow third quarter with all the injuries and touchdowns. And
yeah, because it still stopped for those touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the 2 injuries. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Razor and Harden to the left, 1 to either side of Yeomans in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, quick wide receiver screen pass. That's going to be caught by Keith. And Keith will be brought down near the 35-yard line at the 37.
I was going to say I don't think they'll throw anymore, but I would have been wrong. Just a little flare, little bottle screen out on the near side.
And with the running clock, it's not as big of a deal to throw right, because even if it's incomplete, the clock will keep running.
Yeah.
3rd and 2 here for the Broncos. Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. 2 receivers to the left. That'll be Lacey and Palmer. Keith to the right. They're going to send Palmer in motion left to right. Takes the snap. Gives to Razor off the left side. Had good blockers out in front. He'll pick up a first down across the 35 to the 34. Three carries for 15 yards now for Jace Razor.
Little update on Stearns. He is up and moving around, but there is a noticeable limp. But he is up, and he is moving. Won't see him back in this game. They've taken his helmet away from him. But a good sign is he is up and mobile. He is putting some pressure on it.
Yeah, that is a good sign. Fourth quarter will be coming at you next as quarter number 3 comes to an end here. It is San Juan 51, Summit Academy 14 at SUU's Eccles Coliseum on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we're back here at SUU's Eccles Coliseum, 51-14 as we start the fourth quarter. San Juan leads at Summit Academy. San Juan on their way to a state championship appearance next week at Zions Bank Stadium in Harriman. It'll be a 4 o'clock kickoff. They will play the winner of South Sevier and South Summit. Those two teams will play at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That was a nice venue last year for the champion, but boy, was it cold.
Yeah. I think in the semis there last year, right?
Yeah, semis.
And finals
and it was
were down here.
So cold. Wow.
Forward pitch to Brig. Palmer hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. Took a shot on the play. Big tackle there from Aiden Montney.
Little reverse action coming back against it.
Down to the 32-yard line for a gain of 2.
You worry about timing because even on that one, you had blockers in front, but they were downfield another 5 yards blocking, and it was slow enough developing that it had filled in behind and actually made the tackle. Had you been able to, the timing been there to get past that line filling in behind with those blockers up front, that would have been much, much bigger play.
Yeomans takes the snap, gives the handoff to Razor off the right side, follows the blockers. That might have been Harden as he gets driven back, no gain at the line of scrimmage, and that is Harden, it looks like, on the carry. Yeah, it was Harden. Oh, they gave him a yard to the 31.
That's that extra yard for participation.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Broncos here. 2 receivers to the left. Mike and Keith split wide right. Harden and Razor to either side of Yeomans. Takes the snap, drops the pass, looking to Keith, going to throw deep down the sideline for him, and it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, he dropped it too, but even if he had caught that, you're right, he was already 2 yards out of bounds.
So 4th and 7 now for the Broncos. Barkley Christensen walks out to meet his quarterback and near side receivers to decide the play call. Keith again splits wide right, 2 receivers to the left, 4 Yeomans. Back to either side. Takes the snap, drops the pass, looking to his left, going to throw the underneath route, and knocked away. Nice play defensively by Talon Hill as he was looking for Brig Palmer.
Yeah, he really played that picture-perfect defensive technique. Playing the man, then going across the man with the open arm at the last minute, but still had control of the man with the other arm, the backside arm. So extremely well played fundamentally there by that young man.
So turnover on down. Summit Academy takes over on their own 31-yard line with 9:45 to go in the game. Dieters kicks out of the motion. They pass it out to Reese. Reese makes the catch, stays on his feet. He's going to get enough for a first down to the 41-yard line. Great effort from Reese. They have brought in the backup quarterback as well in Creighton Anderson. Dieters goes in motion. Going to give the handoff up the middle. And I believe it's still Larson with the carry. Yes, it is.
Interesting blocking style there as I watched the young man that was trying to put a tackle on the offensive lineman is trying to pull him off. But no hold was called.
3-yard gain for Larson. 14 carries for 70 yards now. 2nd down and 7. Handoff goes up the middle to Larson. Popped the ball free, and he's able to dive on it with enough for a first down across midfield.
Again, that play, fumble forward and then recover it. That worked for him in the end zone.
8-yard gain on the carry. 15 carries for 78 yards.
There was 3-yard gain on the carry, then a 5-yard gain on their fumble.
Pass out to the outside. That's going to be caught. Makes a move at the 45-yard line and brought down at the 44. Dieters with the reception. Puts Dieters over 50 receiving yards. Double twin set here for the Bears. Dieters goes in motion right to left, takes the snap, drops the pass. Going to throw out for Dieters, makes a nice catch, but goes down immediately. A flag flies at the end of the play in the middle. Dieters a little bit slow to get up after a gain of a yard to the 43.
Yeah, I think you're going to have a little bit of after the play action here on the offense, I believe.
It's going to be a hold.
And I think calling it a hold is kind of a nice way to do it because that was kind of a knockdown and jump on and pounce. So Dieter's taking a hard shot on the outside for nothing.
Yeah.
It'll all come back.
Take them back to their own 46-yard line. So 2nd down and 16 here for the Bears. Hand off to Larson. Larson off the left side. Broke a 1 tackle, and he'll be drugged down to the 45-yard line.
He's still running hard.
9-yard gain for Larson. That's him at 87 yards on the ground. So we approach 7 minutes to go in the game here. San Juan leading 51-14. Anderson takes the snap, passes it out to Larson. Larson gets a block. Gets downfield, has enough for a first down. Flag flies on the play.
Yeah, setting up the block and stepping behind it resulted, I think, in a hold on the out block on the outside.
And it is going to be a hold on Summit Academy, so bring it back some more. It did happen, pretty well happened at the line of scrimmage, it looks like, so they'll take it back from the 44-yard line. Back to the 46 again. Well, maybe. They're discussing where to take it back from.
Well, they started once at the 43. Now they're at the 46. Now they're at the 44.
Yeah, I'm going to ultimately decide it happened right at the line of scrimmage, so. So 9 penalties for 70 yards now for Summit Academy.
Ouch.
And it's now 3rd down and 16 again. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Anderson drops the pass, looking to his left. Going to throw for the middle route. That's a nice catch by Meredith, and he'll pop out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
It looked like that was one that was going to be undercut for an interception, but just enough air onto it that it got over the hand of that defender.
12-yard gain. Anderson drops the pass again. Going to throw across the middle for Meredith. Nice catch. Meredith able to make a man miss and takes it in the end zone. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Creighton Anderson delivered the throwing strike.
If you watch this on replay, I think it was intended for the other receiver, and Meredith stepped underneath and took it. Well, maybe not. It looked like to me it was intended to number 4, but not that replay. You're right. It was intended for Meredith.
So Anderson comes in, the sophomore quarterback, and engineers a scoring drive for the Bears. And Beckham Meredith with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Going to go for 2 here. Makoviak back in at quarterback to run this 2-point conversion try, and it's no good as Liam Larson is unable to get to the end zone. So with 6:01 to go in this 2A semifinal, it is San Juan 51, Summit Academy 20 on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
And welcome back here to Eccles Coliseum at Southern Utah University. 51-20 is your score. 31 points. San Juan lead with 6:01 to go in the game after Summit Academy put that one in the end zone. And Crew Eyes with the forward kick. It's going to be an onside kick covered up by the Broncos. And Brig Palmer again, the one that recovers it.
Yeah, they're putting their hands people up front. They know what's coming.
Yeah. So San Juan has it right near midfield, 49-yard line is where they'll have it. First and 10. The Yeomans will bring the play call in from the sideline as they bring Lacey to the left. 2 receivers to the right will be Brig Palmer and Mike and Keith. Back to either side of Yeomans in the backfield, shotgun formation. As they spread out the Summit Academy defense. 5-man front, though, for the Bears. Takes the snap to Yeomans, hands off to Razor. Razor stays on his feet, but just got his ankle held onto, and will pick up 2 yards to the 49.
Yeah, just running basic plays here. I've been surprised that they have thrown it a couple of times, but basically just trying to take time off the clock, run plays, kill clock.
2nd down and 8.
You're right. They're not keeping that quarterback in. They haven't. You think if they had another one, but he is the quarterback of the future, like you say. So it's not like you're trying to get somebody else experience.
All right. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hand off up the middle to Razor. Gets hit behind the sticks and will be driven back for a loss of a yard to the 5th. Now they're going to give him the forward progress to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd and 8 now for the Broncos.
Now will they throw?
Probably.
To keep it alive?
And you've got Summit Academy going with 5-man front defensively, so they're obviously just trying to make sure they stop the run as good as they can.
If they are running some younger different offensive linemen in there.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Yeomans takes the snap. There's the quick pass on the out route. That's going to be caught. And another good tackle defensively by Talon Hill as Brig Palmer is driven back after a gain of 3 to make it 4th and 5.
They go for it. Well, yeah, there's no advantage to punting here, I guess.
Yeah. 4th and 5 at the 46-yard line in Summit Academy territory. Down under 3.5 minutes to go in this 2A semifinal game. And timeout going to be called by Coach Christensen as he wants to visit with his second group out here. So with 3:13 to go in the game, it is San Juan 51, Summit Academy 20 on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom, Team Hive, and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Well, 4th and 5 for the Broncos as we come out of that timeout. Double twin set here for Bo Yeomans with Razor to his left in the backfield. Shotgun formation, 4th and 5 at the Summit Academy 46. Broncos leading 51-20 this semifinal game. And there's the quick punt from Yeomans. Spiraling kick. Bounces at the 5 and takes a San Juan bounce, and they will pin Summit Academy at the 8-yard line. Great punt from Yeomans.
Wow. It was a spiral. You usually expect those to take a forward bounce, but that one hit and dive. Well, it actually rolled backwards 4 yards, so the 3, they're going to put it now 3 at the 8-yard line. But very effective punt.
So Summit Academy starts on their own 8 with 2:44 to go in the game. Again, it is still the running clock with a 31-point Summit Academy trailing San Juan. Double twin set here.
I think that gets called off if you get back to 22, but I don't think that's
21.
21.
Yeah, 21. Anderson takes the snap, hands off left side to Larson, and Larson is stuffed after a gain of a yard to the 9.
Little quarterback got him in a hurry up now. He's going to go no huddle, just get to the line of scrimmage. He's trying to call audible plays. San Juan's got substitutes coming in and coming off. They're going to get caught with too many players. I don't know if it's a full penalty or not. There it is.
They throw the flag as the pass goes out to Meredith to the 14-yard line. We'll see what they decide here. Yeah, they were trying to run on Quincy Singer, the sophomore corner, and they could tell that it was Summit Academy was trying to snap the ball, so they tried to bring him back, but couldn't get him back in time.
Yeah. They're not going to give it now?
Or they're just going to take the result of the play. Now they'll take the play and then the 5, make it 10 yards on top of it. I don't know. They went a long ways out there.
It's those extra yardages for effort.
So that 15, that's a 15-yarder.
When you get in a game like this, you got to have extra yardage for effort, you know.
They move it out to the 29-yard line. Anderson underneath. That's going to be incomplete as he tried to get it through to Talon Taylor.
Taylor was actually coming back, like the quarterback was under duress, coming back, and it ended up getting there quicker than he expected it.
Anderson throws to the left side. That's going to be caught, and Meredith is wrapped up immediately and will be stopped at the 37-yard line.
Kind of has a sidearm sling on his delivery, the quarterback does. It's hard because it comes out as a lower trajectory, easier for people to block.
There is a flag on the play, though, so it looks like this one's coming back.
Well, there went all the yards you gained on your
face mask. Illegal hands the face for Summit Academy, so that will move them back 15 yards.
Yeah, got it back.
They'll put it at the 15, 16-yard line. Anderson drops the pass, throws to the right side, got hit as he threw, and the wounded duck will be incomplete. Flag will come in at the end. 2 flags come in at the end.
Well, the back judge was waiting for the side judge to throw a flag, and when he didn't, the back judge decided to throw his. So then the side judge decided he better throw his too. But there was early contact there. So there's the 15 yards back.
That's right.
Except that's only 10.
No, they got the 15.
Okay.
Not to the, well, they got 13. I don't know. Either way, it's 2nd and 10 on the 29-yard line. Dropping back to throw, Anderson has a man down the seam. Dieters makes the catch across midfield to the 35, hit from behind and brought down at the 32-yard line.
I was hoping he could score that one, not because it means anything to the game, but just because he deserves to have a touchdown, all the work that he's done today.
Yeah.
Dieters has really worked hard.
So the pass will go down to the 31-yard line. So a timeout will be called here with 1:11 to go in the game. We'll go ahead and take a short break with them. 51-20, San Juan leads Summit Academy on Centricom Team Hive and KSL Sports.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Out of the timeout, Anderson drops the pass. Going to throw down the middle, has a man off his hands. They couldn't quite hold on, incomplete to Edmonds.
He's got 3 touchdowns, but that's the second one he's also dropped that would have been touchdown.
Well, Meredith has the 3.
Okay, I thought that was the same player.
No, Edmonds and Meredith.
Okay. Because they've dropped 2 like that now.
Double twin set here for Anderson. Clock down to 45 seconds in the game. Goes across the middle. That's going to be caught by Edmonds. A stiff arm, and he'll be brought down to the 27-yard line for a 4-yard gain.
Timeout called by Summit Academy.
We'll go ahead and keep it right here with that timeout called. They're going to move it to the 26-yard line, so make it a 5-yard gain on that pass.
Still trying to get one more score in there, make it a little bit more respectable. Get to 28 maybe.
Well, they lost the first time. What was it, 51-29? Is that what we talked about? They're trying to do it at the same time. 50-29, so.
Well, they can get to 28, so it'd be 51. So it'd be the same spread.
Yep.
They can score and get 2.
And the timeout strictly just used to stop the clock.
Yeah.
So both teams are pretty much ready to go here. They do have Coach Bowering, defensive coordinator for the Broncos, trying to coach up his younger defensive players here. And opportunity for them to do some coaching. But for Summit Academy side, it was just to stop the clock, and they're out there ready to go.
Family member to Coach Bowering of Nephi?
Yes, I don't know, cousins or, nephew. I don't know for sure what it is. But
I know
yes.
Coach Bowering was from down that area, so.
Yep. Larson goes in motion out of the backfield. Anderson drops the pass. Going to throw to the left side, looking for Meredith in the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete, but a flag flies.
I think this is going to be offensive pass interference here. I would be surprised if it's defensive.
Singer was downfield in coverage.
Because the pass was short, and the offensive player looked like to me actually grabbed the defender. Did they call this on the defense?
No, I haven't decided yet. Yep, they did call it on the defense.
You replay that. Looks like to me the offensive player grabs the defender from behind.
So a 13-yard penalty there. Anderson drops the pass, going to throw across the middle, looking for Edmonds. Caught, touchdown, Summit Academy, as he connects with Bo Edmonds for the score.
Good touch over the top. Big, tall receiver takes it in easily.
His first touchdown of the game. Second passing touchdown for Creighton Anderson, the sophomore quarterback.
And the kick.
Yep, they will bring Crew Eyes out. 10 seconds to go in the game. 51-26 now your score. Snap is good, hold is down, and the kick is up, and it is good. So and they ran the clocks. Let's see, are they going to put 10 seconds back on it or just have it be done? I feel like the Summit Academy is trying to say we needed 10 more seconds. So before we take the break, we're going to make sure there's not time left on the clock here, as they went ahead and ran the clock during that extra point attempt, and it looks like that will do it. So San Juan officially moves on with a 51-27 win over Summit Academy as the Bears have their season come to an end. And the now the Bears are going back. Now they will meet in the line to exchange high fives. So Broncos move on to the state championship next Saturday at 4 o'clock at Zions Bank Stadium. We'll come back with our Sunrise Engineering postgame show next on Centricom, Team Hive, and KSL Sports.